Do you ever feel like your emotions are a storm, unpredictable, uncontrollable, and wreaking havoc in your life? The anger that ruins relationships, the fear that stops you from trying, the sadness that drowns your ambition. What if I told you that the key to success, happiness, and true strength isn't about avoiding emotions, but controlling them before they control you? Imagine this: a man named David. He was brilliant, hard-working, and determined, but his emotions were his worst enemy. When things didn't go his way, anger would erupt like a volcano. When he faced rejection, self-doubt would paralyze him. His career suffered. His relationships fell apart. He wasn't living. He was surviving, trapped in the chaos of his own emotions. But one day, he decided enough was enough. He asked himself, am I going to be a slave to my emotions, or take back control of my life? What David learned next transformed everything, and it can do the same for you. Emotions are signals, not commands. Your emotions are like waves. They rise, peak, and eventually fade. But here's the thing: you don't have to drown in them. Emotions are signals, not commands. They're your brain's way of telling you something needs attention. For example, anger might signal an injustice. Fear might point out a potential threat. Sadness can reflect something you value that's been lost. But just because you feel these emotions doesn't mean you have to act on them immediately. Pause. Reflect. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? This small shift can stop you from making impulsive decisions you'll regret later. Master your inner dialogue. The second step is mastering your inner dialogue. Every time you feel overwhelmed, stop and ask yourself, what am I saying to myself right now? Most of the time, negative emotions are fueled by destructive self-talk. I'm a failure. They don't respect me. I'll never make it. You're feeding the fire. But what if you replaced those thoughts? Try this instead. I'm not a failure. I'm learning. I deserve respect, and I'll earn it. This is tough, but I'm tougher. Your words shape your reality. Talk to yourself like you would to a friend who needs encouragement, not criticism. Channel your emotions into power. Emotions are energy. When harnessed, they can fuel incredible achievements. Anger doesn't have to destroy. It can drive you to prove everyone wrong. Fear doesn't have to paralyze. It can prepare you to face challenges head-on. Even sadness, when embraced, can deepen your understanding and creativity. Learn to channel your emotions into actions that align with your goals. When David started doing this, he stopped yelling in frustration and started working harder. He turned rejection into a reason to improve. He turned sadness into a deeper connection with himself and others. You can do the same. You are not your emotions. You are the master of your mind, the captain of your soul. Emotions will come, and they will go. But you have the power to decide how you respond. David learned that true strength isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about understanding them, using them, and moving forward with clarity and purpose. So ask yourself, the next time the storm hits, will you let it drown you, or will you ride the waves to shore?